Allie, we're gonna go out and do some treasure hunting with my daughter Olive, and that's me, the ugly guy in the mirror. Go to a site called Black Oak Villa. Hasn't been anybody really populating it for about 40 years, and it's been around, it's on maps from 100 years ago or so. We will go and see what it looks like. Oh, it's a windy day. This is going to be one of those windy videos. But what we're going to do here is climb down in this gorge. We've got Grover the Wonder Dog with us. He's okay. He won't go anywhere. He's smart. I bring him with me everywhere. And we're going to climb down in this gorge. There's an old road that runs up through a bunch of house sites and a bunch of other stuff. We're going to use our metal detectors here and try to find some relics. Okay, here we go. So Olive just spotted this on our way in. It's an alligator lizard. We're going to try and get a little bit closer here. Take a look at him. He's actually pretty big. It's going to be hard to get him to scale. Wow, he's large for an alligator lizard too. Let's see if I can get his capture on film here. I don't know if he's going to capture me or me him. But you see there. Whoa! Yeah, hardcore fierce guys. He's going to mess me up is what's going to happen. That look is like, white boy, you're going to get bit on film. They're not poisonous, but they do put the clamp on. Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, right in here. Put your hand in here. Don't grab them by the tail ever. Their tails, of course, break off. Wow, look what he was sitting there though by. That's actually, okay, so this chunk of obsidian isn't really native to this area. We're in like thick serpentine. It is native just over the hill. And Indians make arrowheads out of it, of course. This is actually a core chunk, you can tell. They sat there and napped a bunch of pieces off of it. You keep carrying this with you and taking little chunks off. By this point, when it's this small, it's for bird tips or whatever. But anyhow, that's serendipity. Olive found the lizard ran to the obsidian nodule. Let's get bit. Let's get bit. Make him run. Grab him behind the head. Okay. Let's try and show how big this guy is. Oh, he's gonna bite me. Keep him aimed at the camera. Maybe that'll keep his attention. He's big. I actually have a horrible hold on him. If he realizes that at any point, he's gonna turn around and maul me. It won't poison me, but it will leave a red mark with little bloody points on it. His tail is really long and magnificent. That's why I was trying to be careful. To understand how big that is, I mean, he's like a snake lizard, you know. So, you know that you're being filmed and that's why you're chilling out, because you know I'm going to let you go? Can we get your color on here? They call them alligator lizards. For obvious reasons. Awesome. That is awesome. Anyhow, pooped on, peed on, and I don't know if you see the dent. But funny guy. You're a funny guy. He says, leave me alone, please. Look how big he is. So, not much cover. We're in an area where there's been a fire. Let's leave him alone at this point. He's like just trying to survive. So off we go. We're gonna strike this old road and do some detecting. Hopefully far enough away from the road to get away from all this modern junk. I mean, we're surrounded in metal here that we do not want. Oh, turn the camera off for a second. Stick with us. We found treasure! Yeah. Or maybe not. But we're on the way. Drover! Well, this is not what we were intending on hunting out here. But a fire came through, and what's happened is it burned everything all the way down to the leaves and any organic stuff. It was really horrible. This is close by where I live. You can see just the bare rock. We're almost in desert conditions where it's been organically built up for lots of time. You know, hundreds or thousands of years since the last major fire. So anyways, we're getting a good glance at dirt and rock that hasn't been seen forever, and it's here's a tip I just want to show you. Laying here, can you see it? Now, this has worked. You can see, if you have an eye for these sort of things, it's obvious, but these little flecking marks on here, how they work it into a point. It's broken here at the base. Kind of looks like a wing. That's the other way you can tell them, even when they're all faded out in rivers. This is in a place where a lot of water flows through. If you leave it here, it'll just disappear. So we're going to bring it home, document it, and turn it over if I ever find the correct person who would be interested in this particular broken tip. Try and keep it in context. Anyhow, we're going to keep rolling here and keep our eyes out for collateral treasure. So we're getting down to the road here. I'm not sure how late this was used, but definitely was around for a long time. It winds by a bunch of sites that we're going to try and explore here. So I'm going to go ahead and start zapping with the metal detector. And I'm not going to burn up a bunch of time on the beeping and the hooting and the hollering, but I will show you when we get onto something. And, yep. Here we are. We found a couple of things. Drover's nosing through the underbrush looking for truffles, of course. He's going to make us a millionaire. Right, Drover? Right, boss. And Olive just uncovered what was a good signal. And you want to pull it out? Remember, look inside of these in case it was full of gold coins or something. But don't cut your fingers. So here we are. We've been hunting along for a little bit. The old road is tracing along here in the back. And it winds up the canyon a ways. We found this spot, and it's just absolutely littered. Looks like there was a dump pile here maybe that burned in the fire. But it's also right next to this, which there's signs that it might not be so old. So I'm not sure either way. It's hard to tell. What it does lead down to is we'll grab the metal detector and the shovel here. Pliers. Yes, definitely. You want to work the metal detector?
Yeah.
Alright, you got me. It does lead down to some really nice water holes, so I'm thinking might just be a swimming spot, but there are old tailing piles everywhere, and the whole mountain above us is bored out at one point, and I found 10 houses here over the years. So oh, what do we got? We got an old Bowie knife or a machete or something. You know, kids in the 70s hacking little pathways down to a swimming hole. That's pretty cool. I think we'll leave that there, and if I ever think up any reason, then we'll know where it is. Okay. We know where to swim. Rubber's on there. I know where I want to mine some gold, too. Man. There's some spots here. Check out that puppy. It's mounted, or maybe they all have cement chunks inside to keep them from moving around. With just the barrels left. It's had a hard time washing loads lately. We don't know what's wrong with the old beast.